Hi, I'm Richard with the Data Success Team. Welcome back to Dataedo Bootcamp. In this final video, we're going to talk about how to update the metadata that you have already made connections and imported from your data sources. Updating metadata happens in the desktop app, and as you can see here, I have several connections made to data sources. To update this, I can highlight one and choose Import Changes in the ribbon, or I can right-click on the name of the connection and choose Import Changes. Whichever one I choose, it's going to bring up that same window that we're familiar with before. This is the exact same window we used when we created the connection. So everything will be populated here except the password, unless you saved it. So I enter the password, and we connect there. It then goes through and it looks at the data source to see what the current state of the metadata is. These are going to be a forced re-import, as you can see, and the metadata will be imported, and it will only update existing metadata if it is standard metadata that comes from the source, like column lengths or column names, table names, things like that. In descriptions and titles, any of the work that you have already done in Dataedo will be maintained. You don't have to worry that your hard work is going to be overwritten when you update these changes. It only applies to changes to the data source, not to descriptions and titles, things like that. So we hit the import button, and it's going to go through and it's going to check those and bring in the current state of the metadata. There we go, it has succeeded. Now, notice right here, before I close this, notice that Save Update command right there. You can save that, and that will create a file on your computer that you can run from the command line or from a Windows task schedule that will run that command without you opening Dataedo Desktop. You can put it on a regular schedule so that it can run in the middle of the night, for example, and you don't have to do it manually. Saves you a lot of work. And now when we look at this, we can see, if we look at schema changes right there, notice I do have two entries. No changes were found because it is a sample database, but if there were any changes, like updates, deletions, or additions to the data source, those would be listed there, and you would have the details. Notice down here at the bottom, we have what the attribute was and what it was before, what it was after the change. So this gives you a little bit of history there as to what is happening in your data sources. As far as the frequency of when you should import the changes from your data sources, it depends on the state of those data sources. If they are well-established, stable sources that are not having much change made to them, you might want to update every 2 weeks, every month, or something like that, just to make sure that you're catching any of those random occasional changes that happen. If it is a database that is in active current development, you may want to update every day so that anybody looking at your data catalog will have new and up-to-date current information. At this point, you have completed Dataedo Bootcamp. Congratulations. You now have the skills needed to be successful with your Dataedo subscription and to work on your data cataloging project. If you need more training or if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to the Data Success Team at success@dataedo.com, and we'll be happy to help. Good luck, and thanks for watching.